Good morning, everyone. How are you? It is 10 a.m. And as I've been frequently asked, I will always say the date and time. 10 a.m. here in Puerto Vallarta. It is March 11th on a glorious Wednesday. Trying to figure it all out as I go. Nice to see everybody. I hope y'all are joining in with me this morning, and hopefully we're on and live and good to go. So, hey everybody, how's your week going so far? We've made it halfway through. How amazing. We have a busy show today. So today I actually might not have a TV film recommendation for you because we have a lot of good stuff going on. Definitely want to hear from you during the show. It could be as simple as good morning or something you want to know more about. But hey, let's jump right into it. Glad to have you. Here we go. So looking out the window, as I frequently do, another cloudy, hazy day. I've never been so aware of the haziness this time of year until I started announcing it on the show every single morning. So beautiful out there, of course. I see a cruise ship docked outside the studio windows. I see airplanes coming in the back. We're doing all right. We're doing all right, Byart. I hope you're doing all right too. So here we go. So first up, there's been a lot of discussions between the government and local leaders this week. I got some good folks from some good photos from one of my correspondents. Good morning, Maureen. Good morning, Sly. Got all the usuals. I would miss you guys if you didn't show up. But obviously, first off, thanks to my folks at Tribune de Bahia for this story. But there's been a lot of meetings locally regarding the 222 incident. So following the recent security concerns in the region. Oh, you know what I need? You know what I need. Do it with me now. Cough cam. And how funny that one of my friends said yesterday that, man, I cheers and do coffee cam with you every time you do it. That's pretty awesome. I hope you guys do. Buenos dias, Chris, correspondent with the Anderson Report. Okay, back to the news. You know me, I go off on tangents sometimes. So, tourism leaders and top government officials met yesterday and throughout the week, and they're coming together really to send a definitive message that the destination of Puerto Vallarta is stable and safe and operational. Our governor of Jalisco, Governor Lemos Navarro, was there alongside with Mayor Hector Santana and high-ranking representatives from the Mexican Navy and National Guard, and they held a security summit in Puerto Vallarta to coordinate a massive federal state presence throughout the area. The goal was really to reassure international community and business sectors, including the Association of Entrepreneurs of Puerto Vallarta, that the code red is gone. We know it's been gone for a while, and the safety of the residents remains absolute priority. The region, they're saying, is operating at 100% capacity, and major global events like the 2026 FIFA World Cup on the horizon. They're emphasizing that the luxury roads of Nayarit to the iconic Vallarta Malecon are officially business as usual, and of course, welcoming all of you. Hey, good morning, Laura Louise Lane. Look who made an appearance. Good morning, Chandra. How are you? Nice to see you this morning. So, hey, that's good news. Even though these events are past us, not out of our minds, it's good to hear, we're moving forward. We're really promoting the tourism. I see a cruise ship out the window. What could be better? And to that, I say, I cheers you with the coffee cam. Why did I say that like I was British? That's pretty funny. Okay, moving on. It's what happens when you're a live show. Oh, so moving on. Hey, you know what? There was a vehicle fire yesterday. Who knew? And you know who knew? One of our viewers did. So let me pop over to the new second screen over there. This was actually sent in by one of our viewers. I did not ask him for permission to just share this, but he sent it to me, and I often get photos like this during the day, and people, clearly we have a little bit of PTSD, so to speak, about what's going on. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't tease you here. There is zero need to panic. There was a mechanical failure with the car. The vehicle was engulfed in flames over in the Los Tules Avenue. I think that's in Fluvial. They came out. They went immediately to the site. The car was on fire. The fire department came out there, attended to it. And minutes later, the firefighters arrived at the scene and put the fire out. So I absolutely don't blame anybody for sending that photo in. Of course, he drove by and sent it to me. So thank you to my viewer for sending that in. And I was glad I was able to find out, I think within within a minute or two what was going on. So no panic, no injuries reported, no fatalities. Everything is okay. And once again, if you didn't see it, this again is an actual photo from one of our viewers. So thank you so much. Next time I'll ask him if I had permission to use his name, but I didn't ask, so I'm not going to do it. Okay, next up, a suspected bodyguard. And this happened yesterday. A suspected bodyguard of a Guanajuato official was arrested after shots were fired near the 12th Naval Base in Vallarta. Again, I'm going to credit Torreon de Bahia for this story. Thank you very much. I was reading it this morning. But yesterday, a brief security incident took place near the 12th security zone, and there was a swift and a very professional response to it. So a member of a visiting security detail from Guanajuato was taken into custody after reportedly, firing shots into the air along the Lala Francisco Medina Asensio. While the sight of the marina and the municipal police moving into the hotel zone obviously drew some attention, the situation was resolved very, very quickly. No injuries, no dust-ups, no further disruptions to the area. But of course, we're all on a bit of heightened, alert right now. The city got on it really quick. I don't have any information yet, like why were shots fired, what eventually happened to him. I assumed he went into custody, but at this point, it's a fairly fresh story. It'll probably just move on. Not to downplay it in any way, shape, or form. There should not be shots fired. We don't need that right now. But, it's the news as I reported, and that is what happened there. Okay, moving on. Did y'all see this? So Bruno Mars is coming to Mexico City, that is. I know a lot of my friends have been pinging me about it, and even close family, one of which you might be watching, who's into Bruno Mars. But he is officially bringing the Romantic Tour to Mexico City this December. And if you're planning to catch him in Mexico City, you want to have your, maybe get your wallet ready, because ticket prices are spanning a wide range. So I think they're starting like around 1,500 pesos for the Orange C section, but they climbed over 10,000 for almost 10,400 pesos for premium seats. If you're looking for kind of middle ground, General B is hovering around 1,700 pesos. You can get decent seats for 3,400. So, not terrible. And Bruno Mars is a fun show. It's worth it to get out there. I see we've got some other fans on right now. Thank you for your comment, Maureen. So, hey, if you're scrambling and you get tickets, let me know. I don't know if we're going or not, but if we are, I'll be sure to capture some video and some photos to share with y'all. But hey, that's all the way out in December. We got a lot of time to talk about that. So this is a heads up because tickets just went on sale. If you're interested, jump on those, get your Bruno Mars. I'm always looking for good shows in Guadalajara too. So if you see any great shows, especially bands that, like the last one we went to go see the Killers and Franz Ferdinand in Guadalajara, and it was so fun. It was like in a soccer stadium, and everybody's walking around selling everything from, your tasty, bonitas, your snacks, to giant micheladas with everything in there. Here's a bottle of Jack for your seat. But man, everybody was really into it. It was super calm. It was super fun. If you haven't seen a concert in Mexico, I highly recommend it. We've seen a couple now, including when Ricky Martin played a free show in Merida. I think we were about 10 miles back from the actual show. But highly worth it. Oh, the Ricea Festival's coming up. I think it starts on the 13th. Thanks for asking me that. I can grab that for you and put it into the comments, because I interviewed them, or was part of the interview with them on Monday. I think it's the 12th or the 13th. It's a free show. It's a family event. They're going to have a lot of stuff going on other than just Ricea, but thank you for asking, Jonathan. I appreciate that. And Chris from the Anderson Report, please let me know more about the Vans Warped Show tour. We did that one in Austin, Texas. Super fun thing. We did that. Lauren and I saw all the great Vans stuff. I think that's what we did. I don't know. Maybe we didn't. My memory is fading. But yeah, Chris, thanks for jumping in on that. All right, let's talk about something that I'm really passionate about. You guys know that I'm really passionate about movies and about film. Well, a local person here reached out to me to tell me all about what they got putting on. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. There we go. So Cineforo Lumiere, I probably butchered that because I'm not fancy enough to say that. I'm from Texas. Is a local boutique theater. I didn't even know about this, and I wanted to share it with you. Again, I don't monetize. I don't collect money. I do trades. So when he reached out to me, it was really close to my passion. And they've got a movie coming up called The Critic, and that one's playing on March 12th. It's a 1930s based movie. It came out of the UK. It is in English. They're going to have Spanish subtitles. And it's going to be at this theater, the Cineforo Luminaire. And so here's the deal. It's a dinner, drink, and a movie for 300 pesos for your ticket. You can also buy your popcorn, drink, and film for 250 if you don't need a whole meal. You can absolutely jump on and get a reservation. Let me show you their Facebook site really quick. Or actually, here's one more photo. Oh yeah, they sent me a photo of the theater. So it's small, it's intimate. You can see these folks are having a good time, checking things out. But let me also show you the Facebook page. Let's see, I pulled that up earlier. Here it is. So check this thing out. This is really cool. So I was going down through their stuff, and like I said, they're not paying me for this. I just think this is amazing. So rolling through it, they've got this really cool event and a couple. Here's the one. Here it is here. So this is a sushi one. So it's Mexican sushi and a Mexican sushi film that I didn't know about, but it looks really great. And they're going to have a sushi chef there at the same time. I just think this is super, super cool. So thank you so much for sharing that with me. If you want more information, check them out on Facebook. Their Facebook page, let me show that to you one more time, is right here. It's facebook.com/Filma13. Go to their Facebook page, follow them, and just, follow along with all the great movies they've got coming up and the great cinema they've got. I just love it. It's independent film. It's small, boutique type cinema. I think it's an amazing, amazing thing. I think it's awesome. So there you go. Enough on that one. But thank you so much for bringing that to my attention. I'll definitely keep reporting on that. Hey, Michael Reed. Wow, that's a blast from the past. That goes all the way back to my days in Ohio. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in from Ohio or wherever you might be in the world right now. Appreciate it. And appreciate you, Chris. So Raicilla Festival confirmed the 13th to the 15th. All right. Also, I did a message yesterday just saying, hey, if you've got a charity event coming up that's completely for charity, and I know Sula Society is absolutely in need right now. Their car was destroyed during the incident that happened on the 22nd, and they desperately need a new car. So they've got this event coming up. Oop, there we go, second screen. Still working my way through it. They've got the Sula Barbecue coming in, Fun in the Sun. So they've got, this is coming up on March 21st from 12 to 6 at La Huerta, one of my favorite places. They're going to have live music. Nick Rogers is going to be the host of this event. I met him last weekend, or I met him during Changing Lives. Monica, who I've emceed for a lot, and Sylvia and the Zippers is going to be there. It's 1,000 pesos for the ticket. You get a welcome drink. You get a regular raffle you get raffle ticket as well. And all food and beverages are cash only. But this is in benefit once again. Sula Society, they need your help right now. So jump on if you can. Once again, check out their Facebook page, whatever you need to do to get out there and enjoy it. I don't know if I can make it yet. I mean, I hope to make it to everything. I can't make it to everything. And Karen Miller, thanks for joining us. Better late than never. You got me. I'm still live. You might be a little bit behind, though. But you know what? If you watch me live, if you watch me on replay, great. If you get me live, you can interact with me right on the screen. If you watch the replay, well, then you're interacting with yourself. But that's fun, too. All right. Moving on, we have a lot going on. So also in further news, and thank you again, Sula, for reaching out about that. So everybody remembers the kerfuffle, is that a word? The kerfuffle of the Ironman, because it blocked up all the roads up in Nayarit. So in a disappointing turn, as someone who was a former triathlete, I used to do those back in the USA, that Riviera Nayarit will not be hosting the Ironman 70.3 in 2026. They had a lot of issues with traffic, but they pulled from the region from now on the calendar. In response, high-level authorities, including by Indian Banderas Mayor Hector Santana and tourism officials, are already shifting gears to fill that void. So they're going to try and bring something else in that maybe isn't going to be so disruptive to traffic and everybody. But I'm a little sad about it. But of course, I don't live up there, and I didn't get affected by it, other than the excitement of it being here. So hopefully, there's some new events up in that area. They've got sailing things coming up, World Cup local events coming on. So stay tuned. I'm hoping I'll get new events to replace that. And Laura has confirmed we can't make it to the Sula event, but it's going to be fun. We always have something going on, but we'll definitely be there. You can find us at Low Words for a lot of the different events. Okay, so now we're going to have to cut the movie today. So no movie and film recommendation from me today. If Chris or Laura, anybody has one. Since I have about a minute left, I will say last night we watched the movie The Nice Guys. It came out in 2016. Ryan Gosling's in that one. What's his face from? Oh, I wasn't prepared for all this, but we watched it last night. Russell Crowe. Yeah, they were in it, a few other people. It was okay. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. I'm kind of middle on it. But if you're looking for kind of like a conspiracy theory, comedic, buddy cop kind of thing, kind of in the genre of Lethal Weapon, hey, watch that one. So we did end up getting a movie in there at the last minute. I recommended yesterday Train Dreams, but that's it. So let's conclude the show today with just saying thank you for tuning in. I definitely did not take advantage enough of the coffee cam. Let's do one last coffee cam together, shall we? Cheers to you, everybody, for jumping in. I know I moved pretty fast today, but man, we had a lot of stuff going on. So we'll be back again tomorrow. And then if you enjoy me a little bit more casual, then be sure to tune in on Friday, because Friday is always Casual Friday. We don't cover any news. We just have coffee and we talk shop and have a great time. All right, y'all. Have a great one. Thank you. Thank you so much for tuning into Puerto Vallarta Real News. PVRN loves you for coming on. Love your comments. Love to hear from you. Please leave one even if you're on replay, and have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. And where should the Anderson Report go next? I think he wants to do a food review. The guy wants to eat. Send him somewhere. Make sure the boy eats. He needs to get some food in him. All right. Cheers, everybody. Have a great one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great day.